I think we have everyone here.
Just so you know, we're
correct?
still on the battle map.
That's okay. We're gonna pop back here in like 5 minutes, so that's fine. We can all just look at the falling snow, the frozen harbor of Targos, and the Chartalin dragon, and just imagine what is
The
about to
distant
happen.
moaning of the undead.
The distant moaning of Mashon as she waits for her lover to return.
Boy.
Oh, wow, that got spicy fast.
I've been perusing some other looking for group pages on Reddit, and it's inspiring me. I'm just kidding. I promise. Okay.
I mean, whatever you want to do in your spare time, you do.
Well, everyone, before we turn up it another notch, requiring me to say "bam" after each notch it's turned up, if anyone is interested in doing a recap, give us a recap rolly into chat.
Where'd we stop last session? I mean, where was the cutoff between sessions? We had made the battle plans, and it was like right at the time
that the dragon arrives.
Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely, and it looks like our winner for the recap rolly is Gaiman the Glaive with a 13, sold to Gaiman for the recap. And I need to go back one round, forward one round, and Alicia starting off. Okay. Whenever you are ready, you can take it off, Gaiman.
Yeah, so previously on Rime of the Frostmaiden, we arrange ourselves to go into battle, waiting for. Oh, if you're speaking, we cannot hear you, Lex.
Yeah, I can't hear you at all.
Like lighting up if you're talking. Anyway, waiting for the dragon to arrive, we discover that not only is the dragon making an appearance from the frozen lake, from the direction of the frozen lake, but also it appears that all of the slain citizens of the towns the dragon had thus far visited have decided to join forces, and we have a vast army of the undead outside the gates. Feeling we should focus on the larger of the problems from a strictly damage standpoint on our action economy, we set up to engage the dragon. I fly up to go hands-on directly, while the rest are either making preparations or throwing spells from afar, while I'm climbing all over the fucker, shoveling the Sheldon spear up its cloaca and giving it what for with the flaming whip. We've done some damage, brought it down to the ground. It's done a header into the lake, but popped back up again. And we're trying to surround it and beat it into submission, take it apart piece by piece.
That was a perfect recap. Please take a point of DM inspiration.
Now might be a good time to ask that question, since after we're done with the dragon, we're gonna have to, do a 180 and then go deal with the horde of undead.
That's true. I like it. Let's see. Lex, can you give us a testing to see if you're back on?
Shit. I'm not hearing anything if you're talking.
Can't hear nothing. Did a cord get pulled out? Did something happen? Well, maybe by the time we finish up our Thane facts, Lex will be able to be heard. So let us begin with Akia 13. Akia, could you tell us about your Thane fact for this week?
I forgot that was a thing. Can we circle back around?
Yes. Then we will start at Marcus, aka the White Lotus.
All right. So, Lotus and her mother have a very complicated relationship, as I've hinted at. But one of the things that's kind of interesting is that both of them don't really have a very good relationship with the Baltimore Police Department. Mainly because one of the things that Lois learned about her mother growing up, being that she was in dock workers union, that there was times when she was involved with some striking, and what would happen is that the companies that own the dock would, of course, enlist the local police department to try to break that up. And there were times when her mom got arrested for that, and also with other things that have happened. Some of Lotus's stories that she's written for the paper have never been, let's say, showing the Baltimore PD in a very good light. So, both she and her mother aren't very hopeful that the local police are really doing much to help try to find her.
That makes sense. But hopefully the people of Tin Towns have more hope in their civic departments.
You mean the people of Two Towns?
The people of soon-to-be two towns, and maybe one town. It's now just going to be called Bridgeshifter. Oh no. Excellent. Well, you have earned a Factspiration point, and we'll just let the one on your character sheet ride. Why don't we go to Avalus next?
Oh, okay. I just need 5 seconds.
Uh-oh.
How about now?
We can hear you.
There you go.
Okay.
Sorry about that. So, I know previously I've said that I didn't become Thane of Dugan's Hole by my own volition, but it's not exactly true. I saw the inevitability of my people interacting with the small village of Dugan's Hole, and I foresaw much death in those encounters. So I did what I could, and sadly I left my people and traded one isolating place for another in an attempt to keep the people away from the Yeti and save their lives, which seems rather a moot point now that a dragon sneezed and they're all wiped out anyway.
It feels real bad out here at the moment with this thing crawling around. Absolutely. Well, you've earned Factspiration for what you have told us. I hope that you use it well. And now that we can hear them, let us speak to Alicia. Alicia, aka Lex. What information do you have for us this evening?
Nothing too big. I guess there's a creature called a sun peacock, and its image or feathers or whatnot are kind of associated with the Church of Lathander and its clerics and parishioners. Alicia used to have a feather from one, using it as a quill, but unfortunately has lost it on their travels coming up to Icewind Dale. So that is a item that they kind of miss. That's all. Nothing too major.
Absolutely. And hey, you might be wanting to get that feather back here soon, but you have earned a faxpiration point.
Well,
Let
I
us
would say the old Alicia probably misses it. New one, it's a trinket.
Garbage. It's send it to the Goodwill. Don't give me a receipt. I don't want it. Which, by the way, everyone, I think it's crazy that some people don't get the receipts when they donate things to like the Goodwill or Salvation Army. You crazy if you don't do that. Get your receipts.
Why?
You can claim
Tax
those as
deductible.
charitable
Yeah.
deductions.
Yeah, but
If you itemize, and
Yeah,
it
if
has
you
to be worth
itemize.
it.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but
Now,
you have like
because of your lifestyle, you're in your wife's line of work, respective lines of work, I'm betting you itemize, and I'm betting it all pays out in the end.
Oh, it does, and we have to, because she has her photography business, and I have this business.
Yeah, the rest of us plebs that work for the man, yeah, itemization usually doesn't make sense. Usually.
Well, before we get too off topic, and then when I bring up more stuff that happened to me today when I was talking about keeping your Goodwill receipts, let us ask Akia about their thing fact for this evening.
okie doke. So Akia's theme fact is why they want to go fishing. Because they don't seem like that type of person on the surface. They don't care anything about hunting. They don't really want to hurt animals for any reason. They would find that to just be cruel and unnecessary. So why would Akia want to go fishing so badly? Well, you see, Akia does understand the value of work and providing food being a form of valuable service for the community, but also people out fishing on the ice, in Akia's mind, aren't doing anything, and they appear to just be in the same state that Akia's in when they're powered down. So Akia sees this as prime efficiency. You can rest, you can get your full night's sleep, and do your job at the same time.
Peak efficiency.
Peak efficiency in fishing as a job, because you're just sleeping and working simultaneously.
Like all those posts on Reddit of people who have security jobs and playing video games at the same time. That might be something else. I don't know.
Similar.
No, you're not wrong.
See, I wish we had a photo behind them of like people sneaking into the hospital they work out and stealing the oxycodone from behind them. That got real fast. I'm sorry, everybody.
No, that shit's locked up in this day and age. Security at hospitals, that's more for like unruly dementia patients.
That's true. Stealing all the juice boxes. Here we go. You have earned Faxpiration, Akia. All right, everyone. We have one more person to charge up, and that is Gaiman. Gaiman, what is your thing fact for today?
Yeah, so, I'm of two minds of this, but yeah, the old Gaiman used to hate poetry. He thought he was stupid and pretentious and boring. All kinds of, pejoratives. But, deep down, he didn't get it. Now, it's some of those things, but I've yet to find any poetry that speaks to me. But yeah, I hate poetry. That's my thing, in fact.
Well, you have earned Faxpiration, and maybe, just maybe, Gaiman will gain a new appreciation for poetry down the line. Just maybe. Now, we have...
Wait till he finds out about Nantucket.
Absolutely. I don't want to finish it because
That's a limerick. That's
Which is still
different.
poetry. It's verse.
This isn't the campaign for such things.
What campaign have you been playing in for the last several months? It absolutely is.
I would say, okay. I agree. Lancer is back and better than ever. So I brought it up onto the sheet here. So we should be all good and ready to go. If you guys remember, Lancer allows us to see the big old buttons of who is actually gone. So that's nice. And if I remember correctly, last time we were starting round 7 with Alicia going to act first. Is that correct, everybody? Does everyone kind of think that's where we're working with today?
It's written. I can't refute it. I would like to not go first, but it's what it is.
And the mimic adhesive, I feel like it was at 1 minute.
Okay, then I'm definitely not sticky anymore.
It's only round 7.
What happened to
I put it on before we ran.
Yeah,
to
he
the...
put it on before the thing popped up. What happened to my mimic adhesive on my sheet?
You never used it. So
Yeah.
you should have like at least 2
Did I
of them.
accidentally delete it? It's not on here.
Because I think we had 3 and you gave me 1.
Yeah. Unless, oh, I know what it is. I think I tried to give you 1 and I gave you all 3.
Oh, yeah.
I can give you some.
I would appreciate that.
Mimic adhesive and mimic adhesive. Now you should have 2.
Sweet. Anything.
All right, so if we are all ready to fight, Alicia, you are leading off the combat. There are holes everywhere from people diving into the ice, jumping out of the ice. There are scorch marks from radiant beams of energy. There are shards of Shardlin sticking out of the walls. The combat is intense. What do you do?
All right. Just gonna take a couple half steps back, and I don't know if it's been confirmed or not, but may as well try it while I got the chance. At least it's gonna shoot a guiding bolt at it. First level. Boom. Hopefully it rolls.
Guiding bolt.
15.
A 15 is pretty close, but no cigar.
I'm not that desperate. Alright, that's fine. Well, I have the Faxpiration.
You do have a Faxpiration, and you would not have to sack.
Yeah, yeah. Screw it, I'll roll it. It's a... Nope, not a d6. I want to
That was a
satisfy my
hit.
curiosity. Alright, so 18 hits for 9 radiant.
It is not vulnerable to radiant damage. It does take full from radiant. And it is now an easy target for the next attack against it.
Okie dokie.
Sorry, I showed myself as having a readied action, which I think would have been when it burst through the ice. Did I do that before the session ended? Do we know?
I believe you did. You plunked it with
yeah,
an arrow.
I feel like you did.
Okay, I'm going to remove readied action then.
Yes.
I feel like we were talking about in chat how you like had 1 Shardlin arrow left. Or
I have
something.
1 arrow left. Yep.
That sounds about right.
Okay.
Excellent.
All
So
right.
Alicia, you boom hit it with a guiding bolt, and
If we're going bolt, do some shit damage, but it is what it is. Bonus action.
Can you move your thingy closer and bonk it?
Yep, that's exactly what I was gonna do. It can move up 20. So let's essentially move it like right on top. And let's see. I think I have this set up. All right. A bonk.
ooh, that is a hit.
17 for 9 force damage.
It takes full damage from force.
All right. I will just move a couple more feet back, and that is it for me. I assume it's going to steal.
Yes, the dragon will steal. As it does so, it roars in pain from the damage that you have dealt upon it. And a dramatic event happens. You all see in your mind's eyes the narrow streets of Targos are being hastily barricaded with carts, barrels, furniture. Militia and the remaining townsfolk are fighting back to back, trying to use the barricades to funnel the undead into kill zones, where they hopefully are met with a storm of steel and flame. But you see that the effects of the weaponry are not as effective as one might hope.
Wait, I'm sorry, repeat that again? You said fire's not working?
It seems to not be as effective as they would hope, and the dragon will steal. At the start of the dragon's turn, it regains its lost Paragon actions. It roars in defiance. It is going to move, because it is not grappled. It's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, staying within Gaiman's threatened square. And it will use an ability that it has not used such far. It will unleash its almighty push. Ooh, you know what? It's gonna risk it for the biscuit, so before it does its ability, it is gonna move out of Gaiman's threatened square. 5 feet to here. So Gaiman, you could take an opportunity attack if you wish.
I do wish.
Mm. Alright, so you do tag it for a decent amount of damage. As it roars, as your whip inflicts it with pain. Then it will use its almighty push. Those of you caught within its grasp, as it boom, bursts with energy, need to make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, you take 3d8 thunder and are pushed 20 feet directly away from the dragon and knocked prone. On a successful save, that was a successful save from Lotus, you are only pushed 10 feet away.
Alright, which direction are we pushed in?
I'm going to say directly away so that you would be this way. However, Lotus, you're probably right up against a wall, so it kind of just throws your back into the wall.
Alright, do I take any
Sorry, Dad.
do I take any extra damage from being forced?
You do not. Akia, I know you just rolled a nat 20, but thankfully enough, you weren't within its radius. Yes, you guys hear the na 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 na. So Gaiman is at 16, and I believe the save
I'll
is
succeed
here.
at a cost.
I like it. Succeeded at cost in initiative.
How far do we get pushed back if we fail?
If you fail,
20
you're
feet
pushed
and knocked
20
prone.
feet directly away, so you would probably get pushed at an angle towards
Right.
the wall and then knocked prone.
Right.
That works for me.
All right.
God damn it, it's my whip.
Let's see. Lands up to 25 feet away for a distance. So I'm just gonna.
Fuck, and that's
Main
21
grenade
points
rules.
of damage too.
Oh man, I think it lands on the ice. Thankfully, it didn't land in the pool of water, which would have been terrible. All right.
Can we
so-
mark it somewhere?
Yes. Because let's see, 25 feet away, up to 25 feet away for a distance of 15 feet. So 15 feet at 2. So, oh, Gaiman's 1, 2. So your whip is like right here. Oh, I was trying to draw. Right there. All right, so the dragon has moved a little bit. It used its almighty push. And it still has
Wait,
a
is it
little bit
between
of...
me and the dragon?
Yeah, it's between you and the dragon. Because from your token, 2, because you're large, is like on your right-hand side, and then 15 feet away. All right, this dragon is going to go up into the air. It moved about 20 feet. It's going to rise up into the air 40 feet, flapping its metallic wings. And several people were damaged, so whoever would like to steal here can steal.
I'll steal. If nobody else really wants it.
I can't seal.
I
so
say,
it's-
I say one of you guys could have it. I think probably Gaiman, you probably should if you want to grab your weapon back.
Yeah. So you said the dragon's now 40 feet up?
Yeah, it's 40 feet up. It flapped its wings and used its remaining speed that it had to fly to move up.
Jesus. I somehow was controlling the fanspo bot.
I think everyone has control of the fanspo bot too.
Yeah, just somehow they were selected. I don't know how that happened. All right, so Gaiman is going to pick up the whip that was knocked from his hand. Okay, so I am 7 feet 9 inches tall. I have a 10-foot reach with the whip. I am embiggened, so I'm like what, twice the? No, I'm not twice the height.
Enlarge doubles your dimensions.
Oh, I am twice the height. Okay. And then what are the jumping rules?
So
So I
for
move like
a 10
I think-
feet run up, it's 3 plus your strength modifier in a high jump.
Okay. I would like to try and run with a running start, grab the whip, jump, and try and latch on to the dragon like a trailing leg or something, or trailing foot or something. Like striking out with the whip.
All right, so 10-foot run up, jump up into the air, and you're nearly 15 feet tall. Your strength modifier is
No,
a
I'm
4.
over 15 feet tall because I'm 7 foot 9 inches, so I'm like, yeah, I'm over 15 feet tall.
Yes, so you're 15 feet tall. You have jumped up 7 feet into the air, effectively going up 22 feet. Your reach with the whip is 10 feet. So here's how we're gonna do this. Give me.
I mean, one could argue that it's longer because the weapons increase in size to match my growth.
I gotcha. Give me an athletics check to see if you can reach the dragon from your ground position while jumping.
All right. I'm gonna roll. Well, I'm raging, so I have advantage. So fail me now. Shit!
So as you jump up to swing your whip, you feel like you're just barely underneath the dragon as the kissing fibers barely miss the dragon's low-hanging toes.
I'll succeed at a cost if I have to.
Succeed at a cost will get you to where you need to go. Okay, so you can make your 2 attacks, but you're going to land in a disadvantageous position afterwards.
Well, I don't want to attack him. I want to try and climb up and grapple him.
Alrighty, so give me a grapple check to try to grab on.
So athletics again?
Yep.
Alright.
Alright, 22. I'll have the dragon roll his athletics, which he is not skilled in, so it's just raw strength. Ooh. So that is a 26 from the dragon.
It's a differential of 3, right? For succeed at a cost?
That is correct.
I can't do that. If I've got another attack, then I'll try and grapple him again.
All right. You've got one final attempt here to try to grab him while he's still in the air.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
All right, here we go. I will make the grapple resistance. All right, the dragon, boom, kicks your hand away. And Gaiman, you fall into the water from your jump. That's like the most disadvantageous. Oh,
Yep.
and you're not weakened. You are unlucky because you gained a fortune token, or a misfortune token, I should say.
So I am weakened or I'm not weakened?
Oh, yeah, sorry about that. I hit the wrong one.
No, that's okay. I can delete... Oh, thank you.
So you all see Gaiman jump up in the air to try to get the dragon, and he just, woo, down into the pool. All right, Gaiman, who do you pass to as you're cannonballed into the water?
I'll pass the Lotus.
Lotus, you're up.
All right. Lewis is dusting herself off from after being flung back into the wall. She'll take up her pitcher's stance. Combat mode for Flavy's going on, so she's got locked on, and she'll start winding up magic missile, and then as she says, Flavy, max power. And I am going to go ahead and fling magic missile at it at 4th level.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Wow, okay, here we go.
And then the D6 for additional necrotic hex damage. Additional 1.
It just fires off like a automatic rifle as it hits into the creature.
Alright, then I'll go ahead and take some movement, and I'll just go ahead and move back this way. Doop, full movement there. And then doop. And then I will go ahead and pass to Akia.
Excellent. Akia, on your turn, the dragon is going to go ahead and use a Paragon Power. It is going to move, because it still has some movement left from its previous turn. To here. And it is going to aim its mouth, at you, Akia. And it is going to fire a necrotic blast.
Okay.
That is a 21 to hit.
All right, that hits.
Don't you have a mirror image?
I do. I don't know how that works. Hold on.
Mirror image. Top 10 most complicated spells of the game.
Roll a d20. It's, I think. Well, it depends on how many mirror images you have.
I've got all of them. I've got 3. Roll a d20. Okay. D20.
So it needs to be a 6 or higher.
Yep.
All right, so it hits a duplicate. Boop.
All right.
Okay, so it hits a duplicate. Let's drop you down to 2. And that is all the creature does with its Paragon action. You can jump us off here.
All right. As my duplicate gets destroyed, all my duplicates' shoulder-mounted missiles come up, and we're gonna fire buzzing bees at it.
Alrighty, so we got 2. They all make a serious impact upon the dragon's armor.
All right. The dragon is no longer taunted. But I think I'll move up slightly. Feel like I'm getting spread out a little bit from the other more squishy people. So I'll just move up. Just move up a little bit. And pass to Auril.
That's like, it's not much of a choice, mate.
All right, the dragon will go ahead and spend a Paragon power. He's got 3. He's got an Alicia over there, prone against the ground, so not a great target. He's got a Lotus over there, 50 feet away. So he is going to launch an energy torrent at Lotus. Ooh, that is 23 to hit. So Lotus, I need you to give me a strength saving throw.
All right.
Ooh, okay, so it knocks you on your butt.
All right.
Okay, and Avalos, you're up.
Okay, I think I'm going to cast Call Lightning. Yeah, and we're gonna do that within 120 feet. So, yeah, we're good. Okay. One moment. And I'll just center it right on the guy. So that's the area it affects. Oh, did that not place? Of course it didn't.
I can see it.
Oh, you
Yeah,
can't?
there's a template over the whole area.
Well, that's funny because I don't see it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, oh, there it is. Okay. It just took a while to show up for some reason. All right, and let me read the rest of the spell. Sorry. When it casts a spell, choose a point at the scene of the cloud. Bolt of lightning flashes down from the cloud at that point. That point is obviously the dragon. Anyone within 5 feet, which shouldn't be an issue because he takes up way more than 5 feet. So the dragon must make a dex save. Takes 3d10 on a failed or half on success. So if he may only be a quarter, but
All right, here we go. There it is. Oh, and now there's like a thunderstorm. Right, so it'll take half damage from the lightning.
wow, I'm getting some serious lag. Okay. That I think that second one is if it's already outdoors. Yeah. So don't worry about the bottom number. It's just the top number. So half of that.
Mm-hmm. Like if it was you cast it and there was like a huge lightning storm happening.
Ooh, that looks cool. Okay, now let's just hope I don't get hit.
Mm-hmm. Okay, going into round the 8th.
Does it seem to take full damage from the lightning?
Well, it saved, and it seemed to take all the damage. You can hear over the concord of the battle, in a quiet corner of town, a group of elderly townsfolk, unable to fight, gather to pray to the Morning Lord. Their soft chants and hymns provide a haunting contrast to the chaos as undead hungering fiends close in on their position. The Charterland Dragon will steal. Excellent. It gets its lightning breath back. It is 40 feet up. It has a 90-foot fly speed.
No!
So it starts flying toward Avalus.
Who presented himself as a big target. No!
It's going to dash as it's flying down to decrease its height to 35 feet. It roars in your face, Avalus. As it does so, it is going to use its multi-attack, starting with its Malevolent Presence. Has Avalus already made a save against the Malevolent Presence?
I imagine no, but I don't know because I've been hit, so I've definitely gotten hurt before.
I do recall Avalus has been in melee combat with the dragon before, so that
You probably made it.
So if that's your opener, then yeah, I probably have.
Okay. He will it washes over you. It does nothing because you are ultra strong. It will start with its shattering strike.
Miss.
Yeah, so you're able to do a dodge out of the way as it rips up the boards of the boardwalk. And then it reaches for you with its tail. A miss.
A miss, yeah.
And then, last but not least, it tries to bite down on you. And a miss.
Miss.
A 6, a 5, and a 4 to attack.
Avalus is just as surprised as the dragon.
As the dragon is just clawing and biting and trying to get to you, you're able to dodge all of the strikes expertly. I love it. Okay, that is the dragon's turn. It'll go ahead and pass to Akia.
First up, I don't think I can reach. Not even close. You know what? I'm going to... Is this like at a higher elevation than the walk over here? Is this like 5 feet up from this or anything?
The wall would be, but the actual
is the same
stone,
elevation.
Yes, the stone and the wall and the bridge walkway are the same elevation.
Okay. Don't think there's a whole lot I can do except try to stand near someone squishy, so I think I'm just going to try to stand near Alicia to try and protect them, because they're the only person I can get near. And I think I'm just going to have to do another magic missiles. I don't think there's anything else I can do. Plink, plink. And
I see
then,
the plink, plink, plinks.
And then Akia will pass to Lotus.
Right, the dragon looks down at the one known as Avalas, and it is going to spend its first Paragon power this round. Avalas, it attempts to grab you with one of its peepaws. That's a 15. Can you beat a 15 grapple check?
Probably not without, but we're gonna
Use
try.
Dex too.
Yeah, my acrobatics ain't that hot either.
I'm trying for you, buddy.
Let's see what comes out of that. Okay, I attempted to roll. I got some lag, so I'm going to try again. There might be 2 rolls coming up here.
I wonder if the lag is coming from. I'm gonna go to here. I know that the thunder cloud is super cool.
Oh, there we go. It does look cool, but who knows?
I'm gonna drop it, and then in that same spot, we can just.
Oh, I like the second roll much better.
Isn't it 120 for? It's like usually the whole map. It's a cylinder that's 10 foot tall, 60 foot radius.
Yeah,
Okay.
the range initially, is I can cast it out to 120, but it's only a 60-foot radius, I think.
Yeah.
Which,
okay.
granted, yeah.
Yeah, this is just a large map, I guess.
Absolutely. Okay. There we go.
So I am grappled.
Yes, you are grappled in the dragon's hands. That was its paragon power. And we're still Akia. Who were you going to pass to?
I passed to Lotus.
Lotus. Here we go.
All right. I'll go ahead and spend half my movement to stand up from prone. All right. Check distance here. All right. I do need to get closer. So I'm going to go ahead and bonus action, spend second level spell slot for Misty Step.
Excellent.
Third feet will put me here. And then half my movement, 15 feet, right there. There. Okay. I think that might be enough. Let me check. 80 plus.
I had to re-misty step you because for some reason it likes to make you invisible.
Yeah. We've been having trouble with that before. I don't know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, yep, that puts me enough. So here. Here. I don't know if I want to do it here. Alright, I still want to save those higher level ones for the moment, so I'll just go to target and I'll go ahead and chuck first level magic missile at it. And then D6 for the hex damage. Additional 5 necrotic.
Excellent.
Alright, that'll do for me, and then I will pass to Avalis.
All right, Avalis. The
Okay.
dragon has you grappled. It is going to use a paragon power. It is going to attempt to bite you as you are wiggling around in its hand. So here comes a bite.
Well, yeah, 25 hits for max damage.
So everyone, you see Avalis' shoulder just starts to leak blood. And Avalis, I need you to make a dexterity save to see if it hit an artery.
How dare you make me bleed my own blood?
I just rewatched that movie the other day. It's so good. Still so good.
I think a 19 saves, right? Because it's double, or it needs to be half, right? So, 19.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, this was the concentration save. You need a dex save, you said?
Yep, dex save.
Okay, so lightning's still up there. Dex save.
Ooh. Okay, so the target.
Oh, I don't even see it.
Maximum is reduced. You rolled a 3 on the die, 5 total.
Oh, nice.
Reduced by an amount equal to the damage taken. This lasts until you finish a long rest.
My hit point maximum is reduced by 24?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit balls. Well, that's not good.
Everyone, underneath Avalis, a pool of blood has started to fill. And now, Avalis, it's your turn.
Well, thanks for that.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm almost dead. I will face step out of there, so F that grapple. And he will appear 5, 10,
Come over
15,
here.
20.
Avalis
25.
over here.
He'll pop up I can't flash, but right. I'll just move myself. So that's where he. Oh, come on, just move.
It showed you move.
Okay, everything's taking forever for me to show up. And then my
I'm gonna go ahead and
movement.
turn off all the weather effects. I don't know if that's because the map is giant.
All right, I will move an additional 30 feet. Maybe.
You moved on our maps.
Okay. And I'll stay there. And can't use Call Lightning right now, so I will Lightning Bolt him. Make him a target. And Lightning Bolt, Lightning Bolt, Lightning Bolt. Maybe.
Oh man. Okay. It will attempt a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, so half damage.
Yes, the lightning crackles throughout its body, but it is able to maintain its shape.
All right, that's it for me, and I will pass to Alicia.
Okay, Alicia, you are up.
Gotta get up prone. That rotates my token, whatever. Gonna take. I think that's all I can do after that. 6 feet. We're just gonna shoot another guiding bolt at it. Oof. Wow. Alright. Doesn't hit. Bonus action. I'm gonna drink a healing potion. Get back something. And that's it for me. I'll pass to Gaiman.
All right, Gaiman, you are in the water.
I'd like to get out of the water, please.
Absolutely. Only need to use some of your movement to do so.
All right. If I don't need to make any checks, in that case, I'd like to get out of the water, back onto the dock. Is that 15 feet of movement?
Yes, it is.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to run over to Alice. Not next to him.
The good thing is I'm only 10 points down from my max.
Yeah.
That's the good news.
Oh, you look more hurt than that.
Well, the bad news is my max is super low. So I literally have 9 hit points.
That's no good.
No,
It's not.
I'm not a melee druid.
No, you're not. But we love you anyway.
Yeah, I wish Orf would, recognize that, but apparently he has.
Well, I think he does.
Orf don't give a shit about that.
He has homicidal monsters that keep attacking me.
That's been this whole game even before you joined up.
I don't like it.
Talk to my Thursday group about it.
I can do that.
Because he's in it, guys.
Okay.
That's the joke.
Demon's gonna dash to get closer to the dragon, and as he's running by, he's gonna turn to Avlis and say, "Turn me into something that can take on this creature." And yeah, they're gonna pass to Avlis in the new round.
Okay. So technically, I haven't dropped polymorph yet. Obviously, even though I did technically, you know what I mean? Because technically,
Mhm.
it is, yeah. So it's still there. So now I got to think of. Let's see. We are 7th level. So what CR7 creature can I turn
Yep.
him into?
Oh, it would have dropped when you cast Call Lightning, because isn't that concentration?
But you know what? Yeah, I guess I'll probably have to do that. So because the dragon's not stupid to stay out of the range, which means I'll lose my temporary buffer.
No, I'm saying both of those were concentration, and polymorph would have gone away when you did Call Lightning. So.
Oh no, I never had polymorph up. Is what I mean.
Oh,
I just meant I had it memorized or prepared.
gotcha.
Sorry. Okay. I guess let me Google CR7 creatures real quick.
It's gonna be a mammoth. I can
A
save
mammoth?
you.
Okay.
I've been to Druid before. I can save you about 30 minutes of research.
That's the only thing.
Yeah, that's like the only thing that's technically a beast, unless you get like
Oh,
a
no.
DM that's like monstrosities can be, or
No,
if
it
you
just
get,
has to
like,
be
some-
it doesn't have to be a beast, right? It just has to be in terms of the creature you can see.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
this is
creature.
polymorph. Yeah, just
Oh.
a creature. Creature says new form. You're willing, so no issue there. Oh, I'm sorry. New form can be any beast. You're correct. Whose challenge rating is equal to or less than the target's. So, yeah. So mammoth. That's.
or giant ape, I guess. is
Yeah,
also
there
a-
we go.
I feel like he wanted to be a giant ape. So, yeah, I will polymorph, which is concentration. So lightning drops. Recall lightning drops, and Gaiman all of a sudden becomes a giant ape.
Oh, that's cool. So I'm gonna need to give you a giant ape. real
Oh,
quick.
Jesus.
What was that noise?
Some
That sounded
flesh
gross.
molding
That's-
shit right
yeah,
there.
yeah.
And I'm moving away.
For someone that's really into their mac and cheese.
Mm.
Right here,
No,
I'll put
that's not a
Netflix
mac
yet.
and cheese cell. That's I don't know what that is.
That was squidgy.
It's your bones reshaping.
There it is.
Yeah. Does your rage make your polymorph bigger?
No, I don't think it would, because I take on all the traits of that creature I'm polymorphed into. Zazit.
Do you
Right.
lose your rage when you're polymorph?
I was gonna lose it anyway. Because we were getting close to having been into the fight for a minute.
So this is the line here. The target's game statistics. Mental abilities are replaced by the statistics if the chosen beast. That's the line that all those YouTubers seem to forget about when they're building hacks builds. Melds into the new form. Creature can't activate, use, wield, or otherwise benefit from any of the equipment. Yeah, so totally and completely, Gaiman is now Donkey Kong.
Get your
So-
stinking paws on him, you damn dirty ape.
So we're just gonna hide Gaiman for a second, and you now have the power of the ape.
Could I have vision, please?
Oh yes, one thing that I almost never do is have vision on my my monsters because I don't need it. There we go.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Can we reflavor it to where he looks kind of like a yeti?
Yes, is the
A winter ape.
Yeah.
It's
Do I need to
Donkey
change
Kong,
the-
but a color color
color
palette swap.
Whitey Kong.
oh. I don't know if we
Not
can
problematic at all.
immediately. I was like, oh no. Okay.
I mean, if we want him to look like a yeti, he'd turn him white.
That's true, and make him eat some humans. So Avalos, you polymorphed
Or dogs.
or dogs or
Yep.
both.
So I dropped lightning, so we can delete the template, the storm, if you want. And that is action. I moved for my movement, and I don't have Jack for bonus, really. So yeah, that's it.
I love it. Okay, who would you like to pass to?
Before the thing steals, I'm going to pass the game in so we can at least hit it once.
All right, Gaiman as Giant Ape. You are up.
All right. Gaiman is how tall is a giant ape?
Giant apes are huge, so they're 15 by 15.
Okay, so same deal as before. Now this so the dragon's now 35 feet up, you said?
He's only 5 feet.
No,
off the
5
ground.
feet up.
Yeah, he had the melee Avalos.
Oh,
He came down to kill me.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna walk up and multi-attack the bastard. Two fist attacks. Okay.
A 16 hits. Oh my gosh! Even though it resists this, because it's not magical damage, that's still 12 bludgeoning. Okay, so as the monkey runs up and fists this creature,
Phrasing.
the Kshardalan dragon, a construct covered in dark crystalline armor, stares into the eyes of the giant ape as the fist makes contact with its jaw, knocking it asunder. It falls to the ground. Its armor begins to shatter, revealing a core that emits an eerie glow. The core begins to pulse and pulse and pulse, and it fires. The dragon's armor explodes off of the dragon, impaling itself into buildings, into the ground, into the ice, revealing a new creature. And this is a phase transition here. So if everyone as a free action would like to spend hit dice, you can spend hit dice as this creature transitions to its new form.
Might as well.
Giant ape Gaiman has not taken any damage yet, so and good.
The exposed core is revealed.
You know what's sad is that the giant ape is almost as smart as Gaiman was before the crown.
The dragon, now made of pure light and energy, flares its wings and roars, a roar of radiant beaming energy. And it needs to be added to the initiative order. Gaiman, it stares at you with malevolence in its eyes as it is ready to continue this battle. With that being said, Gaiman, who do you pass to now that this dragon has been revealed in its truest form, its exposed core?
I will pass to Alicia.
Oh, this is very.
Unless somebody else wants it.
I mean, you can pass it to someone else. Actually, you know what? It's bonus action for Scouter, right? Yeah,
Correct.
I'm gonna do bonus action Scout on this thing. Was it still construct?
It is still a construct.
That can't be right.
Well, that's yeah.
0? That can't be right.
Do you have a negative intelligence?
No, I have expertise in history.
Oh, then
Oh,
the
I have a
macro
+7.
must be broken in the new version. Just give us a history check.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, with 15, you can see that the creature has changed completely. It is now made of pure radiant energy, its core lashing out at anything near it. You get the feeling this creature, upon its death, may explode.
Interesting. Okay. Alicia will call that out to everyone. This creature is unstable. Further damage could cause it to explode, but it's also going to continue raging, so it needs to be put down. I'll move 15 feet here.
As an ape, do I only speak and understand ape?
But yes. But you do know who your friends are, but you cannot.
Oh,
see.
yeah. Okay, got it.
Hmm. I'm gonna target it with Toll the Dead and see what happens. Of experimentation.
It fails, and as you deal necrotic damage to it, you discover something that you might really think is important. It is vulnerable to necrotic damage in this form,
Oh,
as a being of pure light.
alright. We'll share that little nugget of info. And that's it for me. I'll pass it over to Akia. Unless it steals.
The dragon will steal. It regains, now in an exposed form, 2 paragon actions. It roars, and it begins to fly into the air 30 feet.
Can I reaction attempt to grab it as it's flying up? Because that would take it out of melee with me if it's flying up 30 feet.
Let's see, what's your reach? Your reach is 10 feet with your fist. All right, give me a athletics check from the fantastical Great Ape. Wait, Great Ape? Or I was gonna say, are they proficient in athletics? I guess they are. All right, here we go.
We are. That was a shit roll.
All right, the dragon flies up. That would have expent your reaction. And it is going to fly 30 feet in this direction. As it does so, you see it start to charge its core. Oh no. So it's 30 feet up. Yeah, it's going to be able to hit both Akia and Avalus with this beam. It is going to fire a beam directly from its core at you guys.
I take offense, just noted.
I love it. Nothing wrong with a good fence, right? Let's see. Duration is instantaneous.
Can Avalus just hide behind Akia and let him take all the damage?
Oh man, Akia, did you hear that shit?
I hear it. Let's see the beam first.
So, Akia, what you want to do is you want to reach behind yourself, grab Avalus, and then you move him in front of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna say you're gonna reach behind yourself, give Avalus a reach around.
I heard that too.
I heard it. Okay, he is going to fire his prismatic laser.
Y'all need Sylvanas in
And
your life.
Avalus thinks before he dies, what's a laser?
So he is 30 foot up, and it's a 60-foot long line, but I think he can get both of you guys in its path. Oh my
48 damage? It doesn't matter if I save or not, I'm down.
He got 2 8s, 2 7s, and a 6
Wow.
on 8
Now,
D8s.
out of curiosity, does instant death
on.
from massive damage?
Hold on.
Oh, he's trying to math wizard me here.
Not exactly.
Are you trying to Pythagoras theorem here?
No, I'm gonna use a reaction, probably. All right. I'm gonna. Let's see, dex save. All right, I'm gonna jump in front of Avalus. I'm also
Good
going
man.
to use a DM inspiration to try and deflect this beam with my shield for this dexterity saving throw.
Mm-hmm. When an ally within 15 feet takes damage, you can use your reaction to take the damage instead. If you do so, the ally gains temporary hit points equal to your level plus your con modifier. Okay.
Okay, so I failed. I took 48 damage from the blast, and then another 48 damage.
Wait,
So
did Avalus make I don't think Avalus made a save yet.
Yeah. 1 second.
This will determine
Maybe I'll
how
save,
much.
yeah.
If you save, I take less damage.
I'll hope I save them.
You saved.
Okay. All right, then I am taking 48 plus 24, which is 72 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I take 72 damage.
Oh, bless you. And my 19 hit points. Because I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't death by massive damage based off your current HP maximum?
Correct. So for you, it has to deal
Double. So
38.
yeah, so if I failed, I just would have outright died.
You gain how much temp HP constitution?
Your level
10.
plus your con. 10. Oh, thank you. That gives me quite a few more hit points actually.
First time we see it in the campaign. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah, but what does that do to Akia if he just took like 78 damage?
Well, he was already at a higher maximum, and his total is 59, and he had full HP, so he's good.
I had 61 HP at the time that I got hit.
All right, so is there any way Avalus can pass his con save?
Well, technically, he didn't take any
I
damage
didn't take any damage. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The craziest thing about this, you are still under the effect of mirror image.
Yeah. AoEs don't give a
That's not
shit
a
of.
bad thing if he's prone on the ground. If the dragon's like, I want to do a coup de grace.
So the dragon flies over. It shoots you with its beam. You take all of the damage, Akia. And then, Akia, would you like to steal?
I mean, it's just you and Lotus, so it's going to come to you soon anyway.
Huh. No, I don't think so.
I don't think I will.
I don't think I will. I mean, that was the dragon's turn, right?
That's the dragon's turn.
So the dragon could still pass to me.
Yep.
It'll pass the Lotus. I'm a kind boy.
All right. Go ahead and hang here for a moment. Here. All right. Some good range. All right. Go big or go home. Guess we'll spend it while I got it. All right. Go and target it, and I will go ahead and throw. Oh, right. First, since this counts as a new creature, I would like to go ahead and shift my hex from the previous one onto this one using bonus action.
Absolutely.
Go ahead and mark that for strength. Alright, so got that first. Then for my action, then I'll go ahead and cast Magic Missile at it at 3rd level. That'll be my last 3rd level spell slot.
This thing's immune to fear, right?
You guys learned in its previous iteration it was immune to fear.
Okay.
Alright, then roll for the hex damage. Alright, for additional 3 necrotic.
All right, let me apply all of that damage. And it is vulnerable to necrotic.
Alright, I'll go ahead and take some movement back this way. Doop. Pop myself here. And I guess since I damaged it, that would give it the opportunity to... Oh, that's right. So then, yeah, past the only one left, I'll go to Akia.
Hey, so there was a lot going on there. I forgot that I had a Faxpiration. Could I roll Faxpiration for my dexterity save on that?
I'm going to say a lot has happened since then, so you're going to have to hold on to it, bud.
Okay.
All right, you're up. Hey, News, you might need to use it right now.
Yep. All right. Is there a easy way to roll? Click on this skull on my picture. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And you're at a 9. That's 1 failure.
All right. Can I use Faxpiration on that?
Yes.
Okay. So that'll make it at least a 10, and a 10 passes, right?
Correct.
Okay.
There we go.
All right, then I will pass to. I'll pass to one of. Could anyone heal me?
I can heal you. I got crap.
Okay, I'll pass to Avalos.
All right. The dragon's going to use a Paragon power.
Oh no.
What is it? What it is going to do? Paragon power. It is going to shoot a ray of radiant light. What target it wants to affect? It is going to affect. It's going to target Alicia.
I am going to action for player. Well, yeah.
Okay, so it'll make this roll at disadvantage.
Yep.
So it starts to charge up some of its radiant light. Okay, here we go. As it goes to fire at you, let me just make sure this is all correct. And... Okay, perfect. All right, here it comes. Ray of light towards our friend Alicia. If it hits, it's going to slow you down.
Oh, that
Wow.
sucks.
All right. That hits.
Absolutely. So this beam of light hits Alicia right in the chest for 20 points of damage, and you are slowed by 10 feet until the start of your next turn, which maybe now.
Orf said, "Fuck your disadvantage." All right. Yeah, I will steal. Okay.
Gaiman looks so happy.
I love making silly gift tokens like that. It makes me so just filled with heart joy.
All right. Alicia is going to look at this creature and is going to step closer to it, actually. You dare to mock the light his lord radiates. You are nothing but a sham. But fine, I shall turn out your lights. They're gonna cast Spirit Guardians. This time again, casting it with necrotic damage in mind.
Hell yeah.
Although, if it's 30 feet in the air,
Is it still in the air, or did it come down?
Yeah, it's 30 feet up.
Oh, then never mind. I don't do that.
Okay, we rewind the tape.
Rewind the tape. I will use an action to hit it with another Toll the Dead. Dice rolls are just 9.
Alrighty, here we go. It'll perform a wisdom save. It fails, taking double damage from the effect.
Fortunately, only 10. Bonus action. Why doesn't it still show that? Bonus action, I'm just going to move the spiritual weapon 20 feet closer. Actually, maybe I won't as close. I'll stay where I kind of was. And that's it.
Okay. The dragon is going to steal, because it was damaged by your tool, the Fred. The Chartland dragon fills its body with radiant light, regaining its one of 2 Paragon actions. Let's see. Technically, doesn't need to worry about that stuff. The dragon plops down on the ground, using its fly speed. The dragon will use its photon geyser. So each creature within 15 feet must make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh,
Okay, so unfortunately enough, Avalis fails, but we're not in a game where it's a critical failure will cause a complication.
All right, let me roll another for my concentration.
Absolutely. Okay, so you maintain concentration, but you guys all would take 13 points of radiant damage. Akia, that would be 1 failed death save.
I promise I'm coming as soon as my turn comes up.
Let's see, that was the dragon's action and its movements, and it will chill. And let's see here, it's going to pass to Akia.
Oh,
that's just
no.
mean. That's just mean.
However,
all right,
two
guys.
but two of you.
Oh, I took damage. I'm gonna steal.
Yes, I was waiting.
I was like, wait. All right, I will. I'm already in its melee, so it doesn't matter. So I'll move that way. Once I decide to move, and maybe you guys can see me move, but I'm still just hanging out. Eventually, he moves over to Akia, and I have a healing injectable that I must have gotten a long ass time ago. Akia, how do I use those?
It's cure wounds. You could just cast cure
You
wounds.
stick it in
from
his
your-
ass and you inject it.
All right, so I will pull open that little stomach receptacle thingamajigger and stab the healing injectable through the like bladder little
Septum.
filter. Yeah, that. And do I have cure wounds on my person? Yes, I do. Okay, so I will cast this. Don't use the spell slot.
Not
first.
Not sure
level.
what the bonus is on it for a spell scroll.
Since you made the scroll, it's going to be the bonus you had at the time.
I don't know. Probably +3.
All right. Well, that was 7, so you would get 1 less than that, so you get 10.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. So that is an action to do that, I believe.
Yep. Action to use the spell scroll.
Okay. And I will delete that from my sheet. And bonus action, I'm going to phase step once again. Use my except instead of using my phase step, I'm going to use Misty Step actually, because I can cast that as a bonus. Oh, not a bonus. It would be yeah. That's exactly what I meant. Where is that? That is a 2nd level spell that I have memorized. And I will appear. There. Once it moves, and then I will pass to Gaiman.
All right, Gaiman, you're up. The dragon seems to have landed, and it unleashed this like radiant pulse from its body.
Okay. So is the wall separating us?
There is a wall there, but because of your insane bulk, your insane size, you can just whoop and hop the wall.
Well, in that case, I'm gonna whoosh and hop the wall and run up and fist a bitch.
Mm. Gosh. So you land 2 large punches here. The dragon is made of the radiant light, so your punches only deal half damage, but they do not burn your hands.
I will pass to Lotus.
Hey, Lotus, you are up.
All right, I need your guys' opinion on this. Should I try? I got 1 2nd level spell slot left. Should I throw magic missile at it and try to get the little bit of extra with the hex, or should I try to lock it down with mind whip?
Well, it doesn't seem to be resisting magic anymore, so
Mm-hmm.
so either one seems okay.
I'd go with the guaranteed hit personally, because if it tries to fly away, we
Yeah,
have 3
and
opportunity
the
attacks.
and the hex damage is doing double damage, so that's pretty good.
All right, yeah, try to get DPS in there. All right, thank you. All right, it's gonna go ahead and wind up, and this will be my last second level spell slot. Throw my magic missiles at it. Do that extra D6 for the hex.
Magic Missile is so good
All
in
right.
5th edition D&D. It is so good.
Base 5 extra necrotic.
And yeah, the dragon, woo, it's impacted, and its radiant energy just starts to dissipate.
That's 21 damage. That's really good
Mhm.
for magic missiles.
All right. Don't like being lined up if I can, so I'll just move a little bit. Boop. And I'll just bop over here and then pass to Akia.
All right, Akia, it's going to go ahead and use its Paragon power. It still has 2 to use, and it hasn't used it. It's going to make a multi-attack, and it's got some people around it. It's going to target Alicia with the first, as it does its tail sweep at Alicia.
Another warding flare.
Sure. Let me... Yeah, 19. We'll say that was the disadvantage roll. It'll miss. And then with its second attack, it's going to stomp on Akia with its Shattering Strike.
Oh no.
All right, roll us that d20.
Well, I'm already not prone because I'm.
Oh, you have magic. The magical duplicates up.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm unconscious.
I'm sorry.
It's basically its arm just comes down, and there's a cloud of smoke as it just lands right on top of Akia's brain.
I have a potion I can come back and give you and force feed a potion down you.
I'm coming, Akia. I'm coming.
Yeah, I was like, I was just there.
All right, and now it'll pass to Akia.
Oh goodness. All right, I'll pass to. I think I'll. I guess Avalos.
All right, it's going to go ahead and spend its other Paragon power here to unleash a radiant pulse, just a little poof from its body.
Oh no.
To all of those who would deal it harm. Alrighty, it's gonna do here. Alright, so how this thing works. It starts charging up that energy. It releases this energy in a moat around it. And its radiant pulse goes off. So each creature within 10 feet is going to take, well, oh, that rolled perfectly, 10 necrotic damage. That is the last of its Paragon actions for the round.
And that just happens, no saving throw.
Correct, it just releases a quick pulse. All right, and Akia, who did you pass to in a round to start this round?
Was passing to Avalos.
I gotcha. Okay. As you're passing to Avalos, another description of what is happening in the city. A watchtower that made up the gate holds a group of the Targos militia. They have become a focal point of the assault of the undead. As the watchtower's foundations are eroded, there are screams in the battle as the archers make a valiant stand, taking down several of the undead before the tower collapses in a cloud of dust and flame. Avalos, you're up.
Okay, I use my movement to go 30 feet back to Akia, and then so if I'm force feeding a potion, is that an action? That is an action.
That's an action.
Do I? So I see that it is my hit die, but it's going to Akia. So is it Akia's hit die?
Thankfully, you guys have the same hit die amount. Both
Oh,
have
it's D8. Oh, okay, perfect.
Mhm.
Then I'll just roll it. Hopefully that rolled. Did it roll?
I haven't seen anything yet.
Oh, son of a bitch, and I just deleted it. It was supposed to roll! Alright, it's 2d8 plus 2, so I will just manually roll it. Not bad, not bad. Okay, Akia gets 16 HP as, once again, Avalos opens up that container and drains the potion bottle into the, I guess, through the bladder.
I love it. You were 2 away from a max roll. That's a good roll.
Yeah. And that uses all of my healing supplies. Other than a cure wound spell, which I guess I could have cast.
Mm-hmm.
Got no movement, but I do have a bonus. He's gonna Misty Step again away, because F whatever that thing was he just saw.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll bamf back where he was. And I'm invisible. Yay.
Oh, that's good.
Like Clay Aiken.
Yeah. Can't see me. I'm doing the John Cena, but you can't see me.
Mm-hmm. Oh no. You're gonna learn something next round that you're gonna hate me for. Continue.
Uh-oh. And I will pass to
Can you pass to Akia?
yeah, pass to Kia.
Because I think Alicia is also unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 15 feet to stand up. Bonus action to give myself temporary hit points. And I'm going to walk through the giant ape. Is that difficult terrain?
No,
You're
good.
like 2 sizes smaller than him.
Yeah, you do a little ninja slide underneath his legs.
Okay, applying that temp HP, and then I'm going to use a spell slot to get Alicia awake. All right, and I am out of action economy completely. I'm going to pass to Alicia in case they want to try and get away.
Yeah. Half my movement, stand up. Action. I'm going to disengage. And move 15 feet away. Thing. And then bonus action. Kind of cutting down. That one. think I might just hit myself with the bird. Or sorry. For other stuff. Nope, that's pretty much it. Yeah, I'll just do a single healing word on myself.
Excellent.
For an extra 6. And that's it for me. I will pass it to Gaiman.
Eamon, you're up.
Okay. So what I would like to do is try and grapple the dragon, run towards the hole in the ice, and then spike it into the opening.
All right, give me a grapple check. You have a grapple.
Okay, so half speed. What's that? 20? No, that's 25. I need to move back some. Okay, so keep dragging the dragon with me, sort of like overhead, you know, Smash Brothers, and then just sort of toss him into the water.
All right, with your second attack, give me a strength check to see how well and far you toss this sucker.
Just a strength roll. Just a.
Oh yeah, you can roll athletics here for this because you're just like, "Arr!"
Okay.
As you literally Donkey Kong him into the water. Okay, so he flies 30 feet into the water, and it makes a huge splash as the dragon hits the waves.
Yeah, that's action, movement. Can I still bonus action step in this format? No, I'm getting my games confused. Never mind. Never mind.
You're good. Okay. If that is it, you could either pass to Lotus or to the dragon. Its head is like bobbing out of the waves at the moment.
I'll pass to Lotus. See what shenanigans she's will come up with.
All right, Lotus, what do you got for us here?
All right. Is there enough of the dragon sticking up that I could still hit it with magic missile?
Yes.
All right, so I will go ahead, hold where I am. Target. Doop. All right, I'll go ahead and chuck first level magic missile at it. All right, and D6 for the hex. Do. All right, max damage on necrotic.
All right. Here we go. The dragon is now past bloodied after that strike. Its radiant form beginning to dim.
All right, so that's all for me. So then I have to pass to the dragon.
All right, the dragon comes out, and it's going to roll 2d6s. Okay. It is going to start moving. Before it moves, I'm going to reset its movement. Okay, it climbs out using 5 feet, and it starts to scramble on the ground. Start moving towards you. It will dash. As you keep hitting it with these buzzing bees, as Akia calls them. It is going to do a multi-attack upon Lotus. starting
Well,
first.
for me, they're baseballs. It's getting hit with.
That's true. It is going to start with a shattering strike. Ooh, that's going to miss.
All right, that will miss.
And then it is going to do a tail sweep. Lotus's luck continues.
This
as
looks
the-
familiar. Yeah.
The tail just goes right over its head, over your head. Okay, passing into the second round. It's going to pass first to Akia.
Oh goodness. Oh, this is. Sorry, this is kind of tense. Trying to figure out what I'm gonna do.
Absolutely. I mean, you guys had no idea I was going to throw a mythic transformation at you all after that intense fight we were doing.
We're playing Final Fantasy.
Have
It's, so I was talking about this earlier today with Juanito about what's going to happen, and he said the same thing. He's a bro. I love that guy.
Yeah, he just finished his Odyssey campaign, I believe.
All right, I'm going to move up slightly and bonus action try and scout this thing one more time, and my action's going to be a napalm strike, and I'm just going to place it right here in this corner, so I'll get those things rolled.
Sounds good. Everyone's resources slowly dwindling down.
I don't think I can roll a 5.
I think the macro has been broken with a new update to the system, so I will have to go in and fix it.
So is that a history check?
Yep. With a
Oh,
9, you don't know any more than you already know at this moment.
Dexterity saving throw.
It will make it. Here we go. Dex save. It is able to jump out of the way of the fire of your napalm jet.
All right, no damage then. I will. I don't want to be that close to it, honestly. I'm gonna go back 15 feet. So I'm just gonna go here and pass to who wants it.
I'll take it. I got gas.
I don't even see Auril.
Yeah, he's invisible. He
Oh.
misty stepped and never came back, apparently.
All right, I'll pass to Auril.
All right, Avalis, who is at the edge of the wall, for those that are curious, is going to cast his last 3rd level spell slot and lightning bolt the dragon. Maybe he is. Okay. Ooh, that's a lot of 1s and 2s. That sucks. Boy, look at that damage.
Wow.
That couldn't be worse if I tried.
Okay.
Yeah,
here
enjoy
we
that
go.
slap in the face.
It'll attempt the save.
8d6 my ass.
Here we go. It just barely succeeds, taking 7 points of lightning damage.
That's unfortunate for a 3rd level spell. And I think using a scouter would be too meta. I don't think he would do that. So no bonus use for Avalis, and I think he's happy with being behind the wall.
I mean, someone could die in this battle. So, I mean, if you want to, I wouldn't be offended.
Wait. If you wanted to die, I wouldn't be offended.
No, I'm saying that it's a pretty high stakes battle. So, I mean, I don't think it would be too metagamey to use an ability that you've given us.
Oh, okay. All right,
thought
I
you-
will bonus action then do that. That's a history check, right? Let's
Right.
see how that goes. That's going to be a straight roll. Maybe.
Ooh, with a 7, you don't know more than you already know.
Fair enough. I will pass to Alicia.
The dragon will steal. Because it was lightning bolted. Alright, it's going to target Lotus, because you're just standing there looking so pretty. It can't line up a really good shot, unfortunately enough.
They're looking pretty. She's like, sorry, boy, I'm already taken.
It will multi-attack. It's going to start first with its Shattering Strike. There's a 19.
All right, on that, I will spend one of my 2 remaining first level spell slots and burn my reaction for shield. Bonus my AC up to 21.
Excellent. Your Arcane Shield takes the brunt of the attack. The Sorcerer's tanking right now. And you're able to tank the tail sweep.
So it's like, yeah, you see like the Doctor Strange style circle of draconic language runes just appear above her arm, and she just calls out like, guys, come on, I need some help over here.
As they start to crack just little by little, love it. It will go ahead and pass to Alicia.
All right. He's just going to. It's 30 feet. Bonus action, we're gonna spiritual weapon. Just chasing this stupid thing. And I'll use my action. We're 20 feet closer. Actually, no. We'll do it. There. That's it. I will pass to. I'll pass to Lotus. Oh wait,
Lotus or Gaiman?
yeah, Lotus.
Okay.
All right. Who? All right. So, question real quick now. When that says shield, I get it to the end of my next turn. Does that drop now?
Correct. So now it is.
All right.
Shield is dropped.
Okay, go ahead and deactivate that. All right. I need to get the fuck out of here. But, right. Tell you what, I won't disengage. I still have 1 first level slot left, so I can still burn another shield if I need to. So, all right. So I'll take movement, attempt to get away. It can take attack of opportunity.
Okay, here it comes. It's going to tail sweep you.
Yeah, even with the shield, that wouldn't do it. So I'll go ahead and take the damage there.
And give me a dex save as it's trying to knock the wind out of you and daze you.
All right, dex save.
Okay, so you're going to be dazed. Until the end of your next turn. So you can either take an action or a bonus action. You can't take reactions or opportunity attacks.
All right. Do I still get my full movement?
You do still get your full movement.
All right. 30 feet away there. All right. And then here. Let's see. Yeah, I guess that's all I can really do since I moved away from it. So then I'll go ahead and pass to gaming.
Well, you didn't use an action yet.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Okay. All right, then I'll go ahead and spend my remaining first level spell slot. Go ahead and chuck my magic missiles at us.
Absolutely.
All right, then D6 for the hex. All right, additional 4 necrotic. All right, then as that goes off, it's like Lewis is looking very exhausted, as I'm sure like all the warnings from Flavia are popping up on her HUD in front of her eyes. She's like, "Fuck, guys, I'm out of spell slots." And she passed the game.
Gaiman, you're up. The Tartlan Dragon's core is starting to pulse as it's looking as if it is getting weaker and weaker.
And I'm gonna lay into it.
Love it. Holy shit. I'm glad that these aren't magical. It says to itself, for 14 points of bludgeoning. A 14 will just barely miss this creature.
I'll succeed at cost.
Hell yeah.
Reroll the damage.
Oh, that's nothing. That's nothing for the... It's probably got 1,000 hit die. Yeah, it's got 15 d12. Burn those hit die. Alrighty. Going into the next round, the dragon's going to steal because it was damaged. Unless anyone has a final point of inspiration.
You guys don't mind. I'd like to spend the hand spell that we have. We have 4.
Go for it.
It's all yours.
Okay. This creature looks like it's pretty much been knocked around and is quite diminished at this point.
That is correct.
Just gonna run up next to it. Bonus action. We're gonna
Throw your Pokeball?
maybe.
You accidentally catch Gaiman in that.
No, not Gaiman in the Pokeball.
12 points of force damage onto this thing as it gets whacked by this mace in the image of the sun.
Absolutely. And the mace whacks it. It reels. Its body weakened. It looks like it's on the ropes. It doesn't have much left in it.
Okay. And then you kind of hit the nail on the head, Akia. Alicia attempts to take her fleshy arm and drive it into this creature. And like many of the fireballs and daylights and other types of light magic that they have manipulated before, they're going to attempt to manipulate this creature's core and absorb it. If you would allow me to try something so bullshitty.
Sure. I thought you were going to do like an inflict wounds. That's what I was getting.
I was thinking about that actually. But, I feel like this would be cooler though. Maybe we'll reflavor this as an inflict wounds.
Okay. That works for me.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'll do inflict wounds, but essentially they're trying to rip the light out of this creature and into themselves.
Excellent. Yeah, give me an inflict wounds attack.
So This is coming from the armor.
Okay, a 13 is pretty close to hitting this creature.
60 the cost.
Excellent. Here's what happens. A god punishes you. This is so appropriate for the situation, for what has happened to Alicia. Lose an inspiration if you have none left to lose.
I have no inspiration.
So as you deal 32 points of necrotic damage to the creature, you grab its core, it shrinks, it dissipates, and the dragon listlessly falls. Its body begins to crumple as it slowly leans back. A flash of light echoes from it, purging through Alicia, purging through the ape, through Lotus, Avalus, and Akia. The camera pans out. To a group of defenders on the rooftops being chased by undead. As the light hits the undead, they turn to ash. The guard captain, the speaker, and the militia are holed up in the tavern. Undead crawling through the room, breaking into the room and the windows, the light vanquishing them. As the light passes through Alicia and Gaiman. Alicia and Gaiman, can we go to secret chat real quick?
Oh, what have I done?
Oh, and we need Gaiman here. I'm going to write it in. There we go. So as the light passes through you guys, the light from the core is acting as the same effects as a hallow spell. And hallow, in 5th edition, essentially can cause curses to be removed, evil objects to be uneviled, and basically negative effects to be cleared. So, my question for you all, do you wish for that hallow spell to activate on you both?
It's not the result I thought it was going to have.
Mhm.
So for all intents purposes, obviously, Charlene, cursed items. When remove curse is usually put on a cursed item, it just breaks the attunement. It doesn't cleanse the item, so to speak. Right?
Correct. Yeah, in this hallow, higher level spell, what it has done is essentially removed all of the negative energy from the Charlatan that you guys are dealing with.
Oh.
Like it is. Boom.
So the items themselves would still be okay. It's just whatever curse that's part of the Charlatan would be flashed off.
Yes, it is like they just got doused in just hypersonic radiation, and they are now clean as a whistle because all influence of the lower planes has been removed from them.
Oh fuck! Okay, maybe this is what I intended. What do you think, man?
It makes the gameplay a lot easier because I feel like the way we were going, we were heading for some PvP, and that's not what this group is about.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would be all for it if like there was the latitude, like within amongst the players and in the story. But again, it would be going in directions that I think would adversely impact the group as a whole. I would love an opportunity to explore the evil creature to character.
Oh, 100%. Same
this
here.
And honestly, considering that Um, in ape form, the ape is not going to resist. And we won't know what the impacts are until after we drop out of it. Since
Absolutely.
all of Gaiman's stuff got absorbed into the polymorph.
Right? And it's just flowed through you. Every part of you has been affected by this hallow spell. And if you allowed it, it would end all negative energy within Gaiman.
Well, ape Gaiman, I mean, would the since the ape has a 7 intelligence, and all the items are just absorbed and just waiting to come back into play, I feel the ape's good nature would be like, this is not a bad thing. I'll allow this to happen.
That sounds
Even though evil Gaiman would fight it with every fiber of his being.
excellent. So you guys are thinking the Charterland's core Hallow Radiance is going to wash over you and wash you clean like a baptism.
Like a baptism, yeah. I mean, I also would have liked to explore evil Alicia a little bit further, but then I don't know if I guess the term evil would have been a little bit weird because I think it would have been Alicia was still, devoted to Lathander, but takes it to the extreme and becomes more of like an inquisitor or like
Absolutely.
a fucking zealot essentially, and like will purge people of fire with fire. But yeah, I feel like if we were kind of continuing our path, it probably would come to a confrontation with everyone else. So I'd be cool with this going through.
Okay. Well, then I will describe it as such when we return back to general chat. If we are ready, we can return.
All right.
Question. Oh, you're there.
Okay, so heroes, here's what you see as the light hits Alicia and hits the great ape. A flash of light surrounds their body, baptizing their beings. You can see smoke and darkness begin to flutter away from them, leaving the armor that Alicia is wearing, leaving the gauntlet that she has on her hand. The armor is baptized white. Gaiman is not wearing his crown currently in monkey form, but that still black mist begins to rise out of his back. Heroes, what are your responses to these events as you see them unfold in front of you?
I think Akia's gonna start running up, but just sort of getting ready to teleport someone out of there if it looks like the dragon's about to explode.
The dragon's core has grown completely dull and black, laying on the ground like a stone. Its body is dissipated completely, leaving only its core. The shards of its armor have been essentially embedded into the walls surrounding the harbor.
All right. Akia's just going to stop, drop to their knees, and just crawl over to this wall, and just sort of lean against the wall, and then look up. Are there doors flying?
I'm glad you asked. You guys can start to hear a whistle in the air as all of the hundreds of doors in Targos are slowly falling towards the ground. You can see some seem to almost start to turn horizontal and start to ride the currents of air like a kite. You believe these were the doors made of lighter wood materials. People who couldn't afford iron banding, people who couldn't afford stone doors. But worse sights you see falling from the sky. Stone doors start to fall faster and faster towards the ground. In impacting all around the city of Targos like the shells of a cannonball. But nothing can prepare you for the large wood, stone, and iron gate that makes up the front gate of Targos. For us, it would be the length and width of a school bus falling towards the ground, towards the center of town. You all have a few seconds before impact is made.
Are we?
Can I
near
possibly? What's the
does
gate
Avalos
made of?
do? It's made of wood, stone, and metal. It is a giant door gate that they
And-
use to close off the city's gates.
And how far away is it?
You have seconds until it lands.
Okay, Can I possibly blast it with lightning bolt and just like, like a firework in the sky?
Oh my gosh. Give me a lightning bolt roll so you can roll the spell, and in a secondary way to try to pinpoint accuracy.
Okay,
Give me a
I'll
caster
Faxpiration
check.
this if I can.
Absolutely.
Oh shit! I have 0 third level spell slots left. I can't lightning bolt it. Could I moonbeam the son of a bitch?
Yes, you could try to moonbeam it to try to fry the wood. Same thing. Give me a caster check here to try to pinpoint accuracy. Hit it with the moonbeam.
Okay, and a caster check is
Oh, that would be a wisdom check.
wisdom for me. Okay,
Mhm.
I will Faxpiration this if I need to.
Absolutely.
Wisdom check. Again, I have no idea what it rolled.
You got dirty
Okay.
20.
It is
Dirty
a dirty
20, okay.
20. So you all see the wood, the stone, and the metal that makes up this door start to get fried by the moonbeam, and it starts to dissipate slowly as it falls towards the ground, as it makes a small rattle, as it impacts the center of town, as the moonbeam helps slow its descent. And a breath of relaxation and calm is over yourselves. As I thought I was going to have to title this adventure One Town, but most of the town has survived. The radiant energy has cleared the area of undead. The radiant beam of moon took out the biggest obstacle, the front gate. A school bus falling from essentially 7 miles in the air. Not a good thing to hit the center of town.
Alicia kind of gets up, kind of staggering a
Mm-hmm.
little bit, and starts making their way towards the what were the moans of undead, and starts heading in that direction.
Yeah, seeing you get up, Lotus will quickly jog over, join up beside you, and say like, Alicia, are you all right?
There's still more. There's still more to be done. There's still more to be
Yes,
done.
you're right. And she'll put a hand on your shoulder and she'll try to turn you around. But Alicia, how are you feeling? Are you okay?
What? I'm fine. I'm fine.
Look, I just wanted to make sure. It's like I'm not sure what happened. Like, you grabbed like the core of that thing, and then like there was a beam, and I saw something come off of your head. I just wanted to make sure you're feeling okay.
I feel like a fog is kind of lifting, but we can talk about this later.
All right.
They're just gonna
Lotus will give
continue
a nod. It's
stumbling
like,
that way.
all right, she'll give a nod, and then she'll let you go. It's like, right, we have to check on the townsfolk, make sure they're okay.
As Alicia and Lotus run off, Avalos, Akia, and Great Ape Gaiman, what do you do?
Oh, I suppose I should drop concentration.
No,
Oh, you cast Moonbeam.
Oh,
Moonbeam takes concentration.
that's right. Oh, right. So, Gaiman is no longer a ape then.
Spiritual weapon tries to follow after her, and then dissipates.
Mm-hmm. So, normal Gaiman appears, and Donkey Kong disappears. Gaiman, as you revert back from your monkey state, you feel different. as your black crown of Chardolin is now clear and white.
Gaiman, are you alright? There was black smoke rising from you.
There was. Yeah.
I do not believe that is a normal occurrence with the polymorph spell.
I don't have a lot of experience with polymorph, I'm afraid. But I'll take your word for it. And being as a grade 8, yeah, you're strong as all blazes, but not a lot going on upstairs, if you know what I mean. Well, come on, lads. Can't have the ladies have all the fun. We've got undead to deal with. If you can't keep up, then hang back and support from the rear.
Akia
so-
will look. Oh, go ahead.
And Gamon's going to start heading towards the steps so we can vamoose.
Akia will look longingly at the construct that he desperately wants to study, but will follow Gaiman anyway.
Okay, so we got Gaiman and Akia following after the two ladies of the party.
Avalis, you need to pick me up. I've got potions.
And you see, it's weird because he's not hurt that much, but he is missing a shit ton of hit points. So I don't know what that maximum hit points. So I don't know what that looks like. I assume he just looks very weak.
Yes, I described it as the creature opened an artery on you, so your armor is just covered in blood, and there's a gaping wound that you have in your throat from its bite.
He'll go up to Gaiman and just who moved way away. Never mind. he'll go to whoever's closest and just pass out in their arms and just drop.
Keep a rush back over. Toss you over shoulder.
Yeah, he's on a ladder. He's not that heavy.
Okay, thank goodness.
And
Demon's got a bad shoulder, so if I rolled a 1, his shoulder got dislocated again.
Mm-hmm.
Not that heavy, but apparently heavy enough.
Mm-hmm. It's those little things, like when you go to pick up a t-shirt off the ground, you're like, missed the laundry basket, and then you throw your back out, and you're like, am I weak? Am I weak now? I'm not speaking from personal experience at all.
And now you just walk around barefoot in the household and you just pick that stuff up with your toes instead of bending over.
Yes. I have not grabbed or bought one of those dinosaur head grabby things. I definitely haven't done that. So you all begin to walk towards town. One thing you notice, there are empty clothes everywhere you go. There is ash filling the clothes as you walk past them, ash on the ground. And then you begin to notice townspeople walking out from behind armaments, walking out from barred doors and windows. People start to walk towards you, apprehensive at first. But when they begin to notice the Thane of Targos is with them, they begin to rush forward. It doesn't take long until the captain of the guard, flanked by the speaker, comes to the center of town, both limping, covered in small cuts and bruises and superficial wounds. The speaker, using the captain of the guard, Scath, to support him, approaches. He says, "Is it over? We saw a flash of light, and the undead that were coming for our throats all ashed away."
Wow. is was that all of them?
I don't believe there are any left in the city. As you see, people are just continuing to walk closer and closer to you all.
I'd like to inspect one of the piles of ash, mainly to see if there's shardlin mixed in.
Sure. Give me an investigation check as you start to siphon through the ash.
Just trying to be like, figure out what zombified them, I guess, is my intention of this check.
Mm-hmm. As you begin to siphon through the ash, you find a wedding ring. And then you find, in the coat pocket, a charcoal drawing of 3 vaguely humanoid figures standing together, holding hands. You do not find any shardlin fragments.
I don't understand how all of these zombies were created.
Alicia is trying to make an attempt of sense for a lot of the stuff. Would this be like a religion check?
Absolutely.
All right.
No, I don't. I don't know. Would a 4 help that?
4 could potentially help that.
I'll throw my last overclock onto that to add to think at the same time. We'll both think together.
They're both doing an
So
intelligence
what
check.
you're saying is you'll put your heads together.
Yep, put our coconuts together.
Donk. You put your coconuts together.
Hurts me
You-
more than him.
Remember, during the battle, the dragon had a malevolent presence that it was trying to impose upon you all. You didn't see any of your allies die, but you begin to think that that presence, if applied to someone that has been killed, could potentially cause an undead to rise. That the Shardlin's influence from the Lodor plagues, in combination with an incredibly powerful radiant source, could energize those bodies and force them to follow its every whim.
I guess we'll definitely kind of regale that information to whoever's nearby, standing, or hearing, whatnot. I've never seen anything like this. Something to reanimate others just by its presence alone? Guess that. I'm not even sure if demons or devils are capable of that.
Question DM, is the pile of shardlin that we made, has it also turned white?
Let me know when you go in and look for it, and
I will go look for it.
I have 1 arrow left. That might answer your question, but I'm also passed out.
Yeah, I'll look at Avalas's quiver and see if I can find that shardlin arrow, see what happened to it.
as you pull it out, you see that the Shardlin arrowhead, it was dark black before, suffused with the energy of the lower planes, is now clear as frozen ice. Clear and white,
Amazing. It seems the destruction of the dragon has purified all the shardland in the immediate area. I wonder how far this effect reaches.
I don't think we'll know for sure until we investigate it ourselves. But Lewis will lean over to Akia and whisper softly. It's like, I'm thinking we won't need that intervention with Alicia and Gaiman after all.
And they won't need the shivs that we're undoubtedly going to stab with.
Right.
My shiv is turned clear now. Oh well. Oh.
Akia
Well, if
does
it's
not.
clear, wouldn't that make it easier to hide?
Yeah. Akia doesn't know what you're talking about, but they're going to pretend like they do.
All right.
Right.
The speaker looks to you all and says, "You have done what I believe that no one else in Ten Towns could have done. Without your help today, I believe every living soul in Ten Towns would have been killed and raised. And who knows what would have happened next had that dragon been allowed to continue its death march across Icewind Dale." He looks around to the crowd of people that have gathered and he says, "People of Targos, I present you the heroes of Ten Towns." And the crowd begins to cheer and they begin to chant, "Heroes, heroes, heroes." What are the responses that the players have as the chanting starts?
Yeah, Lewis will give a little bit of a tired smile and she'll say, Thank you, everyone. And I know these will be trying times in the coming days, but fear not. You may have lost many things in these hard times, but remember, things can always be replaced and rebuilt. Cherish your lives, because those are more important.
The people have stopped cheering to listen to the words of the Thanes, the heroes of Ten Towns.
Alicia just kind of collapses to the kind of just listens and just doesn't really say anything at the point in time. Just listens.
Mm-hmm.
I pasted a gif of Avalis, what he's doing.
Did he Skeletor run away?
Oh, weekend at Bernie's.
He just came in waving his arm for him.
I love it. The speaker will approach you all and say, softly, as to not make his voice overheard, "You are to be very important people now. Whereas before, the title of Thane was almost a curse, an unwanted job by most. The title of hero is sought by all, and looked to be exploited by even more." He turns to the people. "It is important now that we seek the leadership of Bryn Shander, the leadership of Targos, and we combine our efforts. Who knows how many people are left out there injured, stuck in their homes, needing to be rescued. Our efforts have only just begun." And the crowd all begins to cheer and murmur, and some of them begin to say things like, "Oh, well, it's already been kind of a long day," and they look to you all for guidance.
I mean, I'm all in the rest category, so I'm all for that.
If Gaiman allows it, Gaiman would also have to wave Kia's hand for them, just because they wouldn't know what to do.
Jeez, you two. No social skills whatsoever. Come on. Wave to the people, log.
And as you look out at the people, you see that all of them are injured, broken, scarred, covered in blood and ash from the battle against the undead army.
It probably takes a couple of moments for kind of gain themselves. Also because I was smoked by God and I was I was baned and confused, so it takes a bit to get rid of that. But I'm assuming after a couple of minutes that would just go away.
Absolutely, because it's just a check to remove.
Yeah, rule of 20 or whatever. Eventually, I would make it at some
Mhm.
point. So yeah, after a couple of minutes, Alicia will kind of gain their faculties back, and then notice how badly damaged everybody is. And is going to start asking the captain to start gathering up the wounded so they can kind of be triaged. The party for them to also be gonna ask for you guys to at least stick around for 10 minutes as Alicia starts, as they're on their kind of knees and they're just muttering a prayer to the morning lord, thanking him for this miracle, for this blessing of not just helping us in the battle versus the dragon, but also in purging this town of the undead threat that was starting to rally around it. And cast a second level prayer.
During those same 10 minutes, I will prepare some flare canisters as I ritual cast Skywrite and ask the team if there's a message that they want to send to Bryn Shander, because it has a range of sight, and I assume that's a few miles.
Oh, sure.
So I'm gonna be like, what should I say?
How long can a message be? Also, everyone gets 13 points of healing.
10
Does
words.
me no good.
I can do 10
Hey,
words.
just because your max is down doesn't mean you can't get healing. So take your medicine, boy.
Lewis would say, like, I would suggest something short and to the point. Something like, dragon defeated, all is well.
I was just
Something
gonna
along
say,
those
oh, we
lines.
are saved.
I just messed up my HP. I applied it as damage and it took away my temp HP. I don't know what's going on.
You believe for the moment the immediate danger is gone. The healing energies wash over your group, and flavor wash over the people that are standing nearby. You see wounds begin to stitch up. People's bruises begin to be erased.
Oh, there's more. Don't worry. I was also gonna burn my last 3rd level spell slot to cast Aura of Vitality.
Oh,
So that's gonna
oh my
be
gosh.
20d6 of healing that also pops out. And that's just gonna be spread around the people who are.
Oh, for sure. It just like spreads out throughout the people that are in attendance. Absolutely. Avalos
Pray with us as Lathander has saved us all.
Mhm.
I just walk around just covered in blood, like, hey, how you guys doing?
Absolutely. So, heroes, what happens next is you all get to do a time skip. You're going to have a 1 month time skip where your heroes can tell me what you guys do in the interim between now and the end of the time skip and what you guys wish to get up to. Also, in that time, you guys are going to get to level up to level 8. Mm-hmm. So we don't have to immediately answer that question now if we want to just work on the easy part, which is you guys can take a long rest and level up to level 8. And we can decompress from that fight that just happened.
I mean, mine's going to be real simple. It's just going to be going around to settlement and helping with rebuilding efforts.
Absolutely. Do you all wish to know when you go to towns to rebuild, what you find there when you go?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So before I get into that, so which town would you guys go to first as a part of the recovery effort of the 10 towns? I can take us to the wider world map here.
Do we want to go in like reverse order?
I kind of think Avalis is the only one that really cares about their town because,
Damn.
like, well, no, Alicia,
Yeah.
Alicia's town got saved. Lotus's town got saved. Gaiman's town, I don't think likes him, and I don't think he likes them. So that
Well-
just
Well,
leaves.
I'm technically an outsider, and I was a rowdy boy. So they said, how do we get rid of the rowdy boy? Oh, make him a Thane, and he'll go do Thane stuff, not here.
And Akia just now realized, oh, that wasn't a position of honor. Oh,
Well, it wasn't intended as such for me. It may have been for you, or it could be they just didn't know what to do with you.
they said it was. I'm starting to think they might have been lying.
That's a distinct possibility.
But Akia would like to check on the bees, so it'll be just. I think it's just me and Avalos that aren't like have a town, unless Gaiman just really does want to check on theirs.
And guys,
I mean,
that was a planned restart if your screen restarted. Don't
Oh
worry.
yeah, it did.
Kind of figured. I mean, Gaiman would check because, I mean, we are assuming positions of new responsibility.
All right. I just
and-
meant like first.
Well,
I think
not necessarily first.
Yeah, I just think Avalos seemed like the most eager. So if he wanted to go first, that'd be fine. That's all I'm saying.
Gaiman actually wants to reach out to the goblins. I don't know if you wanted to save this for post time skip stuff, but I mean, logically, if the goblins have resources, and they certainly have the goblin power, they would be excellent allies in rebuilding.
Okay. So you want to reach out to the goblins. I love that. So Gaiman's plan is to reach out to the goblins of Karkatold. It's a goblin word that is hard to pronounce with my human mouth, to help rebuild Brinchander. I love that. So that's Gaiman's main plan. Carco-lock. So, yeah, you guys could definitely do that. I think it would be appropriate to do as our opening scene next time. I think that would be a perfect place to start our next session after the time skip. Avalis, would you like to know what happened to your city first?
Yes, please.
Okay, we will start with Avalis. You guys all follow Avalis to Dugan's Hole that I have written incorrectly in my notes as Dugana's Hole. When you get to
I mean, a hole is a hole is a hole sometimes.
any port in a storm, some people may say. All of the structures of Dugan's Hole have been completely vaporized, save for the 20 stones of Thrune. So when you guys get to Dugan's Hole to possibly do any recovery efforts, there's nothing there except for the standing stones. You do not find any survivors. You do not find any bodies. Only
Those 4
the stones remain.
teenagers, the old woman, all gone. Yeah.
So when you guys get to Dugan's Hole and you see this, what is your rebuilding plan? What is the efforts you wish to do here? Do you wish to rebuild the town? Do you wish to...
Avalos actually would like to move his Yeti tribe into Dugan's Hole and make it a Yeti settlement, which may not go over well.
Would you leave the name the same?
That is an unfortunate name, but Avalos is not super creative, so I'm sure the Yeti will call it something different. He would probably rather call it something in the name of Sylvanas and the circle that's there because he feels a connection to it.
Mm.
I think he would just call it the Circle of Thrym or whatever it was, Thune or whatever it's called. But yeah, he would have his Yeti tribe move in there, and they would obviously focus on the rebuilding efforts and make their own, buildings, as it were.
My gosh. Now, there were some people who did escape from Dugan's Hole to Brinchander. You did see some survivors, but their numbers you could probably count on one hand.
If it was more equal, he would feel comfortable trying to have a mixed society, but with 1 or 2 survivors, that isn't going to go over well.
Absolutely. So for the other heroes here, how do you respond to Avalos's plan?
Not my town. No, that's Lex.
Not my circus, not my monkeys.
Yep. I mean, I guess the question then becomes, of those very, very few survivors, where do they locate to?
There's only 2 towns to choose from.
Fair. That's fair.
1 to each.
It was good to meet you, Dick. It was good to meet you, Harry. I'll see you on the flip. And they now live like 20 minutes apart from Brinchander to Targos.
All right. I rescind my comment. I don't think there's a problem anymore.
Okay.
I mean, it's a way of... He sees it as a way of making inroads with the Yeti having an actual established place that maybe trade can be opened up, and he can civilize his folks into not eating people automatically. Baby steps.
It'll be the first ever settlement of hospitable Yetis.
I mean, we're just looking at just not outright attacking,
Mm-hmm. Baby steps.
Baby steps, yeah.
Wait,
I love that.
Can Yetis speak common?
They only speak Yeti.
Okay, so that's going to be quite the effort of civilizing them.
Yep, but he's going to try. He's going to try.
Now, could they learn to speak a different language?
So here's what I think. If Han Solo can fucking communicate with Chewie, then there's no reason we shouldn't be able to communicate with the Yeti. Because they're basically the same damn thing.
Fair enough. All right, well, we know what's going to happen in Dugan's Hole. When you guys get to Goodmead, would you like to know what you find there in Goodmead?
I at least want to know if there's any bees alive
Mm.
that haven't frozen. Well, I assume all the bees are frozen. I'm going to see if any of them reheat and come back to life. You know, like winter hibernation.
Sure.
Do bees hibernate?
So when you approach Goodmead, the devastation becomes painfully clear. The buildings lie in ruin, walls collapsed, roofs caved in. The remnants, even after all this time, still have just a bit of smoke. Streets littered with debris, and the lively town is now silent. The only thing that has remained untouched amidst the destruction is the mead hall, your home and the home to the bees.
Interesting. It seems my place of residence was left undisturbed. I'll go.
Looking out through the windows, you can see human faces stare out from the mead hall.
Oh wow. Okay. I think people are inside there. I hope it's not zombies. I'll investigate.
Inside, you see citizens that you know inside that are alive. As you look at them, you see hopeful faces as they see their Thane.
Well, this is pleasantly surprising.
One of the people walks up to you and says, "We saw that the dragon wasn't targeting the building, so some of us ran in here and it just left us alone. But that didn't stop it from hurting so many others and chasing those who ran off into the woods."
That was very intelligent of you. Impressive.
"Thank you," the person says.
It is unfortunate that the others did not have your insight.
They look to you and say, "Do you know if the speaker still lives?"
Was the speaker was the one killed by the giant, right?
Oh, yeah. So when that little kid says that, because I'm imagining this to be a little boy, a matronly hand reaches down and smacks them on the back and says, "You know what happened, boy. The speaker went off looking for the stolen mead. They died a weeks ago."
Ikea just takes that in without intervening.
The people of Goodmead are looking to you and the group of Thanes. What is to happen with the city of Goodmead?
Good mead is vital to the success of Tin Towns, in my opinion. We do not have much here except for fish and honey mead for people's consumption. I would say that good mead is one of the top priorities for reconstruction.
I feel like we're gonna hear that quite a bit throughout all the other towns, but I would agree, as much as I hate to admit it. Alcohol does some good in making people more relaxed after such a trying time. Having meat all back in operation for the best. Just as long as people aren't drinking to excess.
So it sounds like Goodmead needs to be rebuilding priority number 1 to get all of the mead and everything associated shipped out as soon as possible. The matronly woman stares at you, Akia, and will say, "You know, Akia, with how many people that are left in Goodmead, and those who maybe made it to Brinchander, there's only one person left that would make the proper speaker."
Akia just stares cluelessly.
"My name is Olivessa, and I think that you should make a case for being the new speaker of the town Goodmead here in 10 Towns.
Akia just stares blankly, looks over to Gaiman. What? And just that's their response is just what?
Mm-hmm. And she looks around to all the people that are still alive in the meat hall and say, "I think we could take a vote on it now. What do you all think?" And they all look around and they begin to nod. "The majority of us good meters here are all that's left."
Something you would want, Akia, the speaker of the town.
I don't know. I don't think so.
OOC, does Akia wish for this vote to not happen?
OOC, Akia is very confused, and Akia is very what's the word? Hesitant to respond, because their nature is to just let other people talk and say what they want to say and just kind of go along with it, lest they be called out on their own opinions.
And this would be your thrust into the limelight, where people want to hear what you have to say.
So, like, it depends on, like, just how much they push. Akia wouldn't fight back on it. They would just they would hate it, but they would keep it inside that they didn't like it, and it's like, oh, I guess this is my life now, sort of thing.
Okay, well, these people need a leader, and they look to you, and they're about to nominate you, as they go to say, "All right, everyone, raise your right hand and say aye if you wish for Akia to be the new speaker of Goodmead." And they're about to do it. Does anyone intervene?
Would I need to roll like an insight check to see how uncomfortable Akia is and how they're
Akia
not?
always looks uncomfortable around
Well,
people.
shit, he's also a Warforged too. But like still, would I get a sense of like he doesn't want to go with this, but he's just like he's too shy to push it back against it.
Akia genuinely does not understand what's going on.
Okay.
I think you get that very clearly, that Akia does not understand the significance of what's about to happen. They just don't. Like a 2-year-old child being nominated for mayor, they don't understand what's going on.
Yeah, I figured. Would you say with a passive of 17 insight, I'd be able to gather that that's the case?
Oh yeah, you definitely get it. They are just extreme, like SpongeBob is being elected mayor, and it's like, oh, okay. Do I still get to work at the Krusty Krab?
Mayor Bikini Bottom. Oh no. All right, then Alicia will step in and will be like, quite a lot has happened. I think Akia themselves even needs to process quite a few things that have happened. I don't know, as much as he would be a fantastic candidate for speaker, I think there are still other things that we need to do, not just here in 10 Towns, but outside of it. And we will need Akia with us.
People will listen.
Does a speaker have to speak a lot?
Yes, have to speak on everything.
To people?
Yes.
Okay, I don't want to do that.
People will come to you asking for your opinions on things. You will have to speak back to them.
I like having opinions on things, but I don't like telling people my opinions on things.
Gotcha. So yes, let's not put that responsibility on Akia. You would be happy, right, to continue being at least sane?
I don't know.
We'll put a pin on that one as well. Akia will continue to assist Goodme. Not commit him to being sane.
I just want to craft things and go. I just want to go like fishing one time.
Excellent. Gotcha.
I don't know. This is very confusing.
So they back off, and they agree that they should hold a vote when you tell them about that the time skip is going to end in 4 weeks. So they'll hold a time skip vote in 4 weeks to figure out what they should do next. And we are at time, so we will have to figure out what happens, well, in Bryn Shander, in Targos, and in Kaer Konig in next session of Rime of the Frostmaiden. Hooray! So everyone, you have just finished chapter 4 of this adventure. Well, you finished chapter 4.1 through 4.8, and there is a 0.9 that is left to finish.
Oh my goodness. That dragon was nuts, and I almost died. And that was pretty cool.
I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. The last time that Matthew played in a campaign of mine that had a dragon in it, he was able to one-shot it with a bunch of glass bottles.
Oh shit.
We'll leave the specifics of that alone in case anyone does not want to be spoiled about that. If you want to be spoiled about how it happened, where it happened, DM me and I will tell you. As for us, we will adjourn for the evening. Your characters will be level 8. We will continue this storytelling narrative about what is to happen in the, oh my gosh, new Alicia art.
Yeah, I'll show it off next session.
Oh my gosh, that's so
Do you
cool.
hear? I thought you were gonna do like the Rogue and X-Men, where you just have like the one part of white, but I think it looks good.
I'm thinking of when that whole light thing happened, and they didn't notice this at all. But not just the armor, but also their hair just went from raven black to just snow white.
Had to follow Avalis.
I love it. Well, guys, I hope that you guys
Twinsies.
have a good rest of your week.
Oh no!
I hope you guys have a good weekend, and then next week we will meet up after the time skip, and we will start chapter 4.9 once we decide how and where we are going to take 10 towns from here. I'm so excited because this is a lot of fun. This is a group that I have a great fun with. You guys are always upbeat. You guys are always encouraging one another. It's really cool to see. I'm very happy to be a part of it.
I have the best idea ever. Avalis and Alicia, now that they have matching hair, can become the Wonder Twins.
Oh
And
no!
because I can cast polymorph and then wild shape, we can both change into form of something.
Oh no! I regret
Yes.
everything now.
Please don't do that.
Oh, it would be funny.
It would be funny. Once. Thank you guys. Hope you guys have a good one. I will see you guys next time. I'm gonna head to bed.
Thank you, Orf.
All right,
My
Orf,
pleasure, guys.
thanks for running.
Everyone kills my fun.
Oh, come on. We don't not kill your fun, Gibby. We embrace the
We're just-
puns.
We're
We
very
can
cautious.
communicate with you in memes.
No, it would kill me
Gifts.
if that actually happened in game. Yeah, I would never do that. That is not Avalis' style, obviously.
All right, so
Yeah,